action. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 19-yard line.
Motion man left, Peoples-Jones. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. Here we go on 4th down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Walton.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ready.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4.
Ready.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he edges forward but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. 2nd down and 8.
54.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And this one too low.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
31.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 47 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll give it to Strong. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Strong. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. How about this? They'll change it at the line. They'll go with Strong. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Making the tackle there, Martin Emerson.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson sliding out of the pocket. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
First 6. At 59.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Jacobs going to try the middle. Defensively, Ogbonnia Okoronkwo made the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. He finds his man complete. It's Walton. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 3rd and 4 now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Walton. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they're going to speed things up here. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. He's straight on the ground and through the air. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 28.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group. We just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He finds his man complete. It's Walton. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 23. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. Watson a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Oh, and did the Browns get it? I think so, yes. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here this half. That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Walton. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a third down and 3.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you've got to run fast. Of course, you've got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Back to throw again. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And this Browns defense stands tall. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 from the 44. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Well, a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 84 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. play. This time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's Watson, option left. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And the defense loses it. It's complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Walton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On first down, he'll drop to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Walton. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Divine Diablo there to make the stop. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And the Raiders have got him. Brandon Smith with a nice rush to get him down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And Probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the...
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on 4th down? They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to a backup.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Browns use the short field to get in for 6. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead is now 24.
31. Raiders 7.
And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40. The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And quickly, they get to the line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And they'll give them another shot here on the ground.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here is 3rd down and 4. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. Now he's loose again. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the 4th quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Here's 2nd and 10.
26. 29.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defensive